Hi everyone, Vodum here. Occasionally I get asked, Vodum, how do you 3D? Pensive emoji, cat emoji, explosion emoji. So I figured I'd put together a quick video showing Vodum, how I 3D. Pensive emote, puking emote, lustful emote? Here's everything I strap to my body whenever I 3D. We've got 3 of these Vive Tracker 3.0. We've got 1 for each foot, 1 for the waist, and these will typically run you about $140-ish USD on Amazon. And they're connected to these straps here from Rebuff Reality Track Strap. These will typically run you about $40 USD on Amazon. Now down here, I've got these StretchSense gloves. These allowed me to move my hand and fingers while doing 3D tracking. They also do require 2 additional Vive trackers, 1 for each hand. The gloves themselves will run you about $790 to $800 USD. And then finally over here, we've got a Bigscreen Beyond. I really like this headset a lot. It has very, very nice OLED lenses, and it's super lightweight, which is great because typically when I'm doing 3D tracking, I've got this strapped to my forehead, not over my face. Now, along with this, I do have the audio hard strap. This typically doesn't come with any sort of audio solution, so either you need to provide earbuds or your own headphones, or get this really nice audio strap, which is also very comfortable and super high quality. The headset itself typically runs you about 1,000 USD, and the audio hard strap is about 130 USD. Now, each of the Vive trackers, as well as the hand senses themselves, actually do require a little USB tracker to be plugged into your computer, so I do recommend that you get one of these self-powered USB hubs. As far as organizing everything from there, good luck. Alright, so we've got all of our hardware strapped on. Let's go ahead and head over to the computer, and the first thing we're going to do is calibrate our hand sense gloves. So it does have its own software called Hand Engine Lite. Once we've got it noticing our sensors, I'm going to go ahead and click calibrate. And we're just going to go through and mimic the poses that we see on screen here. And look at that! Isn't that cool? Alright, so we've got both hands calibrated. The last thing that we're going to want to do is head up to Edit and then Settings. We just want to make sure that the port here is set up and toggled on. We'll also want to take note of the number here. That's going to be used in our tracking program, which we're going to switch over to right now. Hi, hello, it's me, Vodum. So here we are in Warudo, which we're going to be using for our 3D full body tracking. There's a handful of different options out there, but I usually use Warudo because it's free and it's on Steam. It's pretty straightforward to use. So to start off with, I'm going to click on New and then New Scene. I'm going to name this Tutorial 2 because I totally am doing this all in one single take and I'm not having to redo anything. Promise. From here, it's going to give you this little onboarding assistant. I'd recommend just clicking on a basic setup, get started. You'll be able to select your available characters. Basically, you just want to make sure you drop your 3D model file into the directory for this. Oh my gosh, who's a handsome fox? Once that's loaded up, just click OK. From here, it's going to give you just 2 different options if you want them to kind of guide you through the whole process, or if you kind of know what you need, you can select no. That's what I do. From here, if you do have face tracking supported, you can choose from whatever option you need to here. I don't have face tracking, however, if you want your character to respond when you're talking, like the mouth moves up and down, you still do have to choose a face tracking option. It's a little counterintuitive, but I'll show you what I do to get it working on mine. So I choose Eye Facial Mocap. I'm going to click on Customize Face Tracking. We're going to ignore all this and scroll all the way down to Lip Sync. I'm gonna click on that and choose always enabled. From here, I'm gonna select my audio input device and okay. Now, right underneath this, we're gonna do our body tracking. I use Steam VR. I'm gonna click on customize pose. Now, I'm gonna select full body tracking no, because I do have the separate hand trackers, which are actually considered a different tracker in the system here. A little confusing, but it is what it is. I'm just gonna make sure all of the different things are selected. I'm gonna remove left and right fingers though, because again, that's gonna be done by the StretchSense gloves. Once that's done, click OK. And then finally, secondary pose tracking. I want to make sure the StretchSense gloves are selected. Now, remember that port number that I pointed out before in the hand light program? We just want to make sure that's punched in here. I'm going to click OK and OK. Now, if your model does have expressions, you can import them. Mine does, so I'm going to click OK. And boom. Now, I also do keep my background transparent. Obviously, need to toss it into OBS. I'm going to click OK again. From here, you'll probably see your model very intimidatingly T-posing directly at you. Do not be afraid. That just means you have to go through and actually do the calibration for the body tracking. I'm going to click on the Steam VR character tracking and calibrate setup. From here, sometimes you might have to fidget with the actual trackers. Hopefully this got this correct. If it didn't, you're going to see me do some really cool yoga poses. So I'm going to go ahead and click OK. And then I'm going to T-pose at the screen. Hi, hello, hi. Pretty cool, huh? And just like that, you can be a 3D VTuber, just like me. Wait, just like me. If you have any questions, feel free to ping me on Discord, Twitter, whatever else. Bye. Bye-bye.